Hi everyone, Rose Webster here. Here's what you need to know. The Trump administration is trying to make changes to the Endangered Species Act. And don't think for a minute people at the highest levels, the NOAA, the UN, they are aware of what is going on with Wolbachia-infected Aedes releases and its impact on some vertebrates. Now, there's actually more protection legally for endangered species than humans. And this is why I'm fighting so hard for these whales. Now, I want you to know about this, that the changes will strip safeguards from all non-native species within the U.S. and enable the FWS to deny protection for a species if there is an economic cost to the safeguards. Well, there's always going to be an economic cost to the safeguards. So this is worrisome, but it also tells me they're aware of what's going on and they're reluctant to acknowledge Wolbachia-infected Aedes as infecting our food chain. Now, this week there's two very important things you may not know about. And one of them is that on October 10th, let me find it. October 10th, Dr. Edison Luis Durigon confirmed the presence of compartmentalized strains of Zika. Now this is huge. In one patient, we found compartmentalized strains. The virus was present in a man's semen, but it was different from the virus in his urine. In all cases, the pathogen we found in the final stage of infection wasn't the same as the virus that entered the patient. And the male patients continued to excrete large amounts of Zika virus in their semen for up to 6 months. And this is shocking. No one's talking about this. One was even found to have the virus in his saliva for 3 months. 3 months. Now, they even found that Zika continued to replicate in the patient's testicular cells, and they could see that the sperm was also infected, which means conception could occur with infected sperm. Well, this is worrisome, and this really points to Zika and acting as a bacteriophage with Wolbachia infections in some people. Now, this could be the smoking gun. On October 12th, the Chinese Academy of Sciences published Zika was a mild bug. A new discovery shows how it turned monstrous. Now, the quotes that kind of were shocking were that a change of a single amino acid, likely occurring sometime in 2013, created a strain of Zika much more dangerous to developing brain cells. Now, this group of 24 scientists, mostly based out of China, they kept working for a whole year or more on substituting one protein for another with these existing strains until they found the culprit, which was serine. When it was replaced by another amino acid called asparagine, it caused the devastating effect. Now, I looked up a lot about serine to asparagine substitutions and found that this made H5N1 virus and Japanese encephalitis virus it was present in. It made other strains, even flu, more pathogenic to humans. So this is huge. Now, what I was really amazed to find was that the patent, I want to get this straight, the Wolbachia-infected Aedes patent, it's not called that, actually states under figure 47, protein sequence alignment of the WD0200 proteins of Wolbachia melpop and Wolbachia melpop-CLA shows the mutation from one aspartic residue D into asparagine. And that during the adaptation of well melpop to mosquito cell culture, this sequence gene has mutated, resulting in the substitution of a C residue for a T in the well melpop-CLA. Now, what is really shocking is this nucleotide change resulted in the replacement of an aspartic acid D for asparagine in the C terminus of the encoded protein. And yes, I have to read that because there's so many similarities to these terms. What's shocking to me, this could be the smoking gun. It will be hard to prove, but we have to start looking at Wolbachia and Zika and how it's infecting vertebrates now. And there are some treatment options. Azithromycin is probably the most promising one for humans and even for whales. But I'll have a link to my paper that I just did today in the description. And let's just keep this petition going and the conversation going around why can't we look at Wolbachia-infected Aedes and what it's doing to our food chain. Thanks for listening.